The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
The waters surrounding Branson, Missouri are well known for great fishing, swimming, and memory-making fun. Today, their waters have become a racetrack as Powerboat Nationals Racing ignites Lake Taneycomo on Racer H2O. It's a picture-perfect day for racing in Branson as Powerboat Nationals returns to Branson Landing for round number 2 of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series. Hello again, fans. Alongside of Josh Grisham and the rest of the Racer H2O crew, I'm Jared Romsberg, and we are so excited to be back in Branson on a hot, sunny day that's made for racing. What do you say we get right to the racing with highlights of Powerboat Nationals Pro Tunnel feature race brought to you by Explore Branson. Visit explorebranson.com to plan your next vacation. The Nashville Marine-sponsored 57 was on the pole, this time with team owner David McMurray in the cockpit. He was looking to get to the winner's circle in the 57, just like Austin Cheatham did in May. McMurray wasted no time when the green flag flew, and he shot away with the lead, leaving second place 41 Bobby Briggs to contend with 55 John Eddy. Eddy and Briggs had the Branson Landing crowd cheering with their back-and-forth battle for the runner-up spot, but the 55 would eventually prevail, taking second. Eddy was able to catch up with the leader, McMurray, and pester him for the first-place slot. However, his fight was short-lived as the 55 would develop engine trouble and have to retire from the race. Bobby Briggs was more than happy to take the position, and he flew by on the front stretch in hot pursuit of the leader, McMurray. 6, Mike Beagle is a Powerboat Nationals newcomer and happily slid up a notch to third thanks to Eddy's retirement from the race. The 57 built up a huge lead and the Stars and Stripes dominated the race. David McMurray flew by and won Powerboat Nationals Pro Tunnel Series race in Branson. Josh Grisham caught up with our winner in victory lane.
Dave, man, you got to feel really good. Good showing in the qualifying heats. Here you come into the final, absolutely dominant out front. Now, the competitive spirit, the friendship, the pushing between you and John frickin' Eddy was pay-per-view worthy out there on the water. How fun is it for you to challenge and be challenged?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, but I got to tell you something. I told him, he said, I'm coming for you. He said, if I can get around Bobby Briggs, I'm coming for you. So when I went under that bridge this morning, for the final, coming down here, my prayer was, Lord, please don't let John wreck trying to catch me, because he told me, he said, I'm going to put it upside down if I have to catch you. Thankfully, his motor was running a little bad. Didn't give him a chance to blow it over, but no, it's a lot of fun. All these guys, Bobby Briggs, Mike Beagle, it's so fun to race with people that really enjoy racing.
McMurray was joined by Bobby Briggs and Mike Beagle on the podium for Powerboat Nationals' second round of Pro Tunnel Series racing here in Branson. Fans, don't go anywhere. We have the Liqua Moly Formula Lights main event coming up as our coverage of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series continues on Racer H2O right after this.
Racer H2O's coverage of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series is brought to you by Explore Branson. Visit explorebranson.com to plan your next vacation. And by Branson Landing. Shop, dine, play, and stay at Branson Landing. This segment of Racer H2O's coverage of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series is brought to you by Explore Branson. Visit explorebranson.com to plan your next vacation.
Race fans, welcome back to Branson. There are so many activities for outdoor enthusiasts here, and you're riding on one of them right now, Howler Bike Park, using the natural terrain of the beautiful Ozark Mountains. Howler is Missouri's premier bike park. Built by riders for riders, it offers downhill trails for any skill set. Located minutes from downtown Branson, Howler gives all riders an incredible mountain biking experience. From a shuttle to the top to shopping, service, and dining at the base camp below, Howler is an awesome park that has it all. If you're into eco-adventures, zip lines are a well-known attraction in the Ozarks, and Branson's Corner has some of the best, like here at Branson Zip Line at Wolf Mountain. Fly over and through the amazing canopy of trees on Wolf Mountain Preserve via 7 zip lines. Again, Branson Zip Line at Wolf Mountain is only minutes away from downtown Branson and is perfect for anyone who loves wind in their face. Craft brewing is sweeping across America, and the Branson area is no exception. When you're in Branson, take a quick drive to nearby Hollister to Turkey Creek Brewery. This brew pub offers fantastic craft beers that are brewed on site. In addition to the great music and fun times, Turkey Creek's pizza is second to none. Whether you're looking for a cold beer or just some great live music, put Turkey Creek Brewery on your list of places to stop in Branson. Axe throwing is another activity that is taking America by storm, and one of the best places to throw is right in the heart of Branson. Tommy Hawks uses one of the oldest tools in human history to bring people together for fun and competition. Here you can unleash your inner warrior or just have some fun throwing axes. Last night before the races, our Powerboat Nationals drivers stopped by Tommy Hawks and had a fantastic time. We know you will too. So whether you're looking for outdoor fun or indoor entertainment, Branson is certain to satisfy whatever you and your family are craving. To learn more and begin planning your trip to this amazing place, be sure to visit explorebranson.com. All right, fans, let's head back down to Branson Landing in Lake Taneycomo, where Powerboat Nationals Liqua Moly Formula Light Series, powered by Branson, is now completing its parade lap, warming things up on the front stretch. Your pole sitter, Mark Schmerbach, dominating in qualifying, narrowly edging out Jose Mendana Jr., who's looking to win his 3rd straight race here in Branson on Lake Taneycomo. Travis Thompson, Jason Nelson, and Carlos Mendana, Jose's brother, round out the top 5. But get those chin straps buckled, fans. It's showtime in Branson. Powerboat Nationals fleet makes its way out of turn 2 on the backstretch. Everyone's lined up, formed up, ready to go. Pat Whitcomb has the green flag in his hand. He's getting ready to let it fly, and he does. Trim it up full throttle. We're racing in Branson. Mark Schmerbach, the pole sitter on the inside, moves ahead with the lead, but not too far. Jose Mendana Jr. right in his right hip pocket as he going to turn 3 for the first time. Side by side, shoulder to shoulder out of the turns. Here comes Travis Thompson on the inside. Whoa, look out. Travis Thompson making his own lane. Battle for first, battle for third as the green flag flies, and we are now working lap 1 of this 30-lap main event in Branson. Side by side battles continue as they go into turn 1. Travis Thompson moves away with 3rd. Mark Schmerbach away with 1st, and right in the middle is Jose Mendana Jr. as Travis Thompson trying to catch up with him. Jason Nelson and that Screaming Eagle 18 in 4th, had 3rd. He had Thompson beat as they went into the first turns, but he had to let out of the throttle, fans, as he went down the front stretch. Travis Thompson right on him, and here comes Nelson again coming up on Thompson. Thompson just ripping that two-boat around. He pushes Nelson out wide in turn 4 as now they rocket down the front stretch. Travis Thompson on the inside, Jason Nelson on the outside. You can see them skipping across the top of the water. Here comes Nelson on the outside of Thompson. Battle for 3rd, side by side as they go into turn 1. Thompson has the inside line and once again takes a little deep into that turn, pushing Nelson to the outside. And he secures that 3rd place slot, does Travis Thompson. Jason Nelson in the 18 knows his way to the front. He won here in July of last year. Didn't have that great of a qualifying effort this time, but it's hard to do when you're trying to chase these guys. Mark Schmerbach, Jose Mendana Jr., you can see them bouncing across the top of the water. And while they move down the front stretch, we've got some battles happening behind them, deeper in the fleet. Look at this. Austin Cheatham in the Branson Landing sponsored 40 has moved alongside of Carlos Mendana. They're going side by side. Eric Weinzak right behind them, licking his chops. He's waiting to see what happens with these two, but they're going shoulder to shoulder down the front stretch, battling it out for the 5th place slot. And Austin Cheatham, the 2021 series. Whoa, look out! Man, Carlos Mendana cut that turn right in front of Eric Weinzak. Almost took the nose off of the 83. Wow, scary moment there. That turn 1 buoy moving around a little bit. Jose Mendana Jr., boy, you can see, fans, catching some air on the front stretch, trying to catch up to the 35 boat of our leader, Mark Schmerbach. And Schmerbach is becoming smaller and smaller on the horizon. Mendana keeping him in his sights. But man, he is taking off, is Mark Schmerbach. Now Eric Weinzak working hard on Carlos Mendana. This is Jose's brother. He's back in 6th. Weinzak riding right up on the back of that 27 boat. Eric Weinzak won here in May of 2021. Trying now to move to the outside, get into some clean water and get around. But Mike Scott plumbing 27 of Carlos Mendana, but he's making that boat about 3 lanes wide, fans. keeping the 83 to his rear as they fly down into turn 3. Carlos Mendana had a disappointing finish in round 1 of racing this year, failing to complete the race. Well, we got a spin outside of turn 3. That's Randy Parch in a Liqui Moly 66. He's in a dangerous spot, but he gets it going, but he loses 2 slots as he watches both James Klein and Corey Merrill rocket by. That turn 4 has collected so many boats, and look at this. Here goes the rookie, Corey Merrill, getting past the veteran James Klein, and Merrill hugs the buoys. A fantastic turn back on the throttle, and the rookie, Corey Merrill, in only his 2nd race with Powerboat Nationals, moves up to 8th. Schmerbach, however, continues to build his lead. We'll be back with more racing on Racer H2O from Branson right after this.
This segment of Racer H2O's coverage of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series is brought to you by Branson Landing. Shop, dine, play, and stay at Branson Landing.
Race fans, welcome back to Lake Taneycomo here at Branson Landing, riding on board with Travis Thompson back in 3rd. He just had a fight with Jose Mendana for position for that 2nd place slot, trying to catch up to him, but he's got that 41 boat of James Klein in between. Now, Klein's not doing anything wrong, fans. He's a lap boat. Everybody's got to get around him. But our front runners now moving into lap traffic, a whole new dynamic here on Lake Taneycomo. Oh, what a shame. Jason Nelson has pulled off to the side. He's heading back to the pits. The Screaming Eagle 18 out of the race with engine issues. You can hear it. That engine going south in a hurry. Travis Thompson back in 3rd, still trying to catch up to Jose Mendana Jr. in 2nd. James Klein moves to the inside. Travis Thompson on the outside. Well, you can see Lake Taneycomo. What a mess right now. A fleet of 12 boats churning up the water on the front stretch as Travis Thompson now gets around James Klein and continues his pursuit of Jose Mendana Jr. and the leader, Mark Schmerbach. Behind them, we see our 2021 Series champion, Austin Cheatham, in the Branson Landing, number 40. Crazy thing is, fans, Austin Cheatham has never won a Powerboat Nationals Formula Light race. Consistent podium finishes got him the championship last year. He's looking to move up in the standings. He's got to keep his foot in the throttle, though. He's having some trouble with that lap boat of Chris Swanson. Carlos Mendana is right behind him, and Mendana would like to move up that leaderboard after his disappointing finish in round 1 of the 2022 campaign here in Branson. Chris Swanson has moved to the outside, giving Austin Cheatham a little bit more room now. Carlos Mendana is going to move to the inside of him and start, Mendana's in the infield. The engine's still running, but he is slowed to nearly a stop. Something wrong with the Mike Harris Plumbing 27. We're hearing from his crew. He's got a hole in the boat. He can't stop, fans. If he brings that boat to a stop, it might sink. So he's got to keep it going, but he certainly can't continue in competition. He's moved to the infield. I feel a caution will be coming up here soon. Meanwhile, Mark Schmerbach continuing to put boats a lap down. Corey Merrill was his latest victim, and we're going to ride with Merrill as we go out to a break. More racing coming up.
This segment of Racer H2O's coverage of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series is brought to you by Explore Branson. Visit explorebranson.com to plan your next vacation.
Race fans, welcome back to Lake Taneycomo here at beautiful Branson Landing, where we're back underway. We were under caution so they could get Carlos Mendana's damaged boat out of the way, and on the restart, man, fans were not disappointed. The battle for the lead was hot and heavy. Mark Schmerbach, the leader, on the inside, Jose Mendana Jr. on the outside, and Jose Mendana got a big jump on him on the backstretch, but Mark Schmerbach had the inside line, hugged those buoys, and these two had a battle for the lead that thrilled the fans all up and down the Riverwalk here at Branson Landing. Mark Schmerbach narrowly held the lead as they crossed the line on the restart. Once again, the one pin turn that is in turns 1 and 2 right now. Mark Schmerbach just threw a lasso around it, went right around, then powered ahead of Jose Mendana Jr., retaking the lead on the restart of this race. Jose Mendana Jr. back in 2nd. Mark Schmerbach, the many-time national champion in the APBA's SST 45 ranks out of Wisconsin, back in the lead as we watch Eric Weinzak stay ahead of the lap boat of Randy Parch. Parch driving the Liqui Moly 66. Some notable drivers that didn't make the field this week. Thomas Schlarb, who was disqualified in round number 1. We expected him to come out and have a whale of a race. He did great in qualifying, but in the third qualifying heat, he made contact with Mike Harris, knocking him out of the race as well. So both Thomas Schlarb and Mike Harris out of this race. And Randy Parch has trouble. And turn 4, fans, turn 4 in Branson has collected so many boats and given so many drivers headaches. I think Parch would have the Liqui Moly 66 higher on that leaderboard if he wouldn't have spun in that area earlier in the race. One guy having a great race, fans, Corey Merrill, the rookie, only his second time racing with Powerboat Nationals. You see that orange R on the back of his engine cowling, letting all the drivers know he's a rookie, but he's not driving like a rookie today. He's up into 6th. He's going to try to get around the 83 of Eric Weinzach to get a top 5 finish. Got his work cut out for him, though, as we're taking down the laps, 5.5 laps to go. As you can see the view from on top of second place Jose Mendana Jr.'s boat, the 35 of Mark Schmerbach still in sight, but he keeps getting smaller and smaller on the horizon as Jose Mendana Jr. goes down the front stretch now. The waters here are incredibly rough. You see the 21 bouncing up and down on top of the water. There's a seawall off to the right that makes all of the wake created by these boats go right back onto the race course. Here on the back stretch, a little bit calmer as the wake goes out on the shoreline. It's able to dissipate. But man, that front stretch is a rough place to race. Doesn't bother this guy. Travis Thompson back in 3rd. Finished 4th in 2019. Took a couple years off. He's back here in Branson, back in style, looking for a podium finish. Travis Thompson, veteran of the United States Marine Corps, out here racing on Lake Taneycomo, also expecting an addition to the family. They have a daughter coming up here in a couple months, so congratulations to everyone with Team Thompson. Great to see the 2-boat back out on the water. Fans, we have 2 more rounds after this here in Branson. We'll have a race in July as well as in September with the Series Championship. And this guy knows the Series Championship, the Red 40 Branson-sponsored boat of Austin Cheatham, the defending Series champion, up into the top 5. Boy, he would love to get a podium finish, get some more points after that disappointing 7th place finish in round number 1 back in May. Chris Swanson moves off to the side with only 3.5 laps to go. He's letting the front runners go through as the Texan, Austin Cheatham, moves down the backstretch. Hop back on board with Randy Parch and Liqui Moly 66. Boy, he was riding in the rooster tail of Jose Mendana Jr. Jose Mendana Jr. has some trouble out of the turn, but the distance between him and 3rd place Travis Thompson is significant, and he was able to recover from that and maintain his position with no trouble at all. Still maintaining sight of that 35 of Mark Schmerbach. Schmerbach, many-time national champion with the APBA and the SST 45 ranks. With Powerboat Nationals, he won back in 2019 in Trenton, Michigan, and in his home state of Wisconsin in Wausau. So Mark Schmerbach looking to add Branson to his list of sites that he has won at. All of these drivers grabbing some very valuable points today in the Liqui Moly Formula Light Series here with Powerboat Nationals, with both Thomas Schlarb and Mike Harris out. They're all going to be moving up that points board, to include James Klein, driving the Crane Technologies 41. 15 boats were here in Branson trying to qualify for the 12 slots that were open for the feature race, and the man that took the number 1 slot just saw the white flag. Mark Schmerbach heads into the modified turns 1 and 2 and starts his last trip down the backstretch. Schmerbach, as I said, fans, has never won here in Branson. Looking to notch this victory and add it to the long list of places across America that the Wisconsin native has won. One more time through turns 3 and 4. He's got some lap traffic in front of him. No problem. He's got a big hole right in the middle. He'll lift that boat up and salute the fans. Mark Schmerbach sees the checkered flag, crosses the line, and wins the June race in Branson. Jose Mendana Jr. finishes 2nd. Travis Thompson is 3rd. Fans, don't move. We'll catch up with the drivers in a post-race show coming up on Racer H2O.
When in Branson, stay where the Powerboat Nationals action is. Stay at Hilton's of Branson. Shop, dine, play, and stay at Branson Landing and Hilton's of Branson.
Racer H2O's coverage of the 2022 Branson Grand Prix Series was brought to you by Explore Branson. Visit explorebranson.com to plan your next vacation. And by Branson Landing. Shop, dine, play, and stay at Branson Landing.
Race fans, welcome back to Branson Landing, where we're riding on Parakeet Pete's waterfront zip line, and we have a change at the top of the podium, and we'll discuss this and explain it here in the Branson Landing post-race report. Branson Landing, shop, dine, play, and stay at Branson Landing. As we see here on lap 11, fans, as we ride along with Mark Schmerbach, he cuts inside and misses the turn 1 buoy, goes straight to the number 2 buoy, and that would result in a 1-lap penalty. And even with that penalty, fans, Mark Schmerbach still on the podium. Everybody else moves up 1, but still a disappointing day for the 35, who is standing by with Josh Grisham.
It came down to the final. You had a dominant showing out in front of the field the entire time, but I tell you what, there was some trickiness out there on the course. Talk to me about that in your finish.
Well, sure. How can I say this? It's a bittersweet third place. We really worked hard for this one all weekend, and what a race between Jose and I. The professionalism between him and our teams are second to none, and everybody watched us, and we ran deck to deck all the time, as much as we could, and not giving each other any inch whatever. And what a fair and fun race.
Champion Mark Schmerbach, always a professional. Eric Weinzak finishes 4th. Corey Merrill, the rookie, gets a top 5 finish. A disappointing finish for our defending series champion, Austin Cheatham. He failed to make weight. His boat was too light. During post-race inspection, he was disqualified. Josh is standing by with our race winner.
Here you are back in the winner's circle. I say 3 wins back-to-back. Qualifying heats, dominant performance, and here you are again. How does it feel?
It feels great. This was, actually one hell of a race. I mean, Mark beat us, and it's one of the best races I've had in Formula Lights in the 20 years I've been doing this. This venue is awesome. It's first class. 3 in a row. We're going to be back.
Jose Mendana Jr. with a first-place finish here, Formula Lights Series with Racer H2O.
Fans, as always, we had a fantastic time in Branson, and we know you will too. Congratulations again to our race winners, David McMurray and Jose Mendana Jr. For the entire Racer H2O crew, I'm Jared Romsberg. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at racerh2o.com.